Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and this is SIP. And SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. So, my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. In 2024, we are all about transformation. We are doing transformation in 2024, and I am here to support you. My mission is to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching, preaching, and teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy connected to your yes. So if you need support, you can send me a direct message at I am Red Melissa on my Instagram and Facebook, and we will set up some time to talk. So good day, everyone. It's wonderful to see you, Shay. It's good to see you. It's wonderful to see you, Nan. It's wonderful to see you, Linda. I hope you Colorado folks are doing all right with all that snow that you got. It's a bright, sunny day here in New York. I just got back from the gym. Woo! Did one of those high intensity interval training classes. Oh my goodness, y'all. It was a lot, but I made it through. I made it through. So, we are here and we are ready and we are willing and we are going to do a wrap up today of our Right series. So, let me check in with y'all. How are you doing? How are you doing with your writing? I've been speaking all week about the importance of writing and the power of writing. And yesterday we were talking about the power of handwriting, the power of handwriting. So we're going to do a little recap today. I'm going to share one more tool that you can use to really anchor you in your quality. But let me just remind you of what your joy work is, what you're doing all year long. You are choosing a quality, right? And most of you have chosen a quality, right? A high vibration quality. It could be, if you think about God, a quality of God, the higher power, the universe, right? So a high vibration quality. So I know that Nan's quality is connection and creativity, right? So a high vibration quality. And you're writing it down. You're not just putting it here on SIP, right? You are writing it down. And then you're creating a affirmation about your quality, right? So someone sent me a message asking, does the affirmation have to have their quality in it? No, it's about the feeling tone, right? So it's easy, and I say let's just keep it simple, right? So it's easy to create a quality, an affirmation that has your quality in it, right? So one of my qualities are surrender. So I can simply create an affirmation that says, I am surrendering, right? But if I didn't want the word surrender in it, I could say, I am letting go and letting God. So it's about the feeling tone, okay? Feeling tone. So for me, letting go and letting God is a way of surrendering. So you see what works for you and see how it feels, right? I see you, Nan. I'm going to go through the joy works and then I'm going to go to comments. So we have written down our quality. First, we chose our quality, and you can have more than one, but I would say have no more than 3 or 4. Writing it down, creating your affirmation, writing down your affirmation, right? And then you're writing a title or a theme for your year, right? The other thing you're doing with your affirmations, you selected a number, right? And you're going to write down the number of times. You're going to write your affirmation down, the number of times that I'm getting tongue tied. You're going to Write your affirmation over and over again based on the number that you choose. So I chose 3, right? Like I said, let's keep it simple. So I write, I am surrendering, I am surrendering, I am surrendering. In the morning as part of my spiritual practice, and in the evening as part of my winding down my day, right? So I'm going to share what the next element is that we're going to use to help us and support us in anchoring and centering, embodying, expressing our quality throughout the year. And these are practices that we do every single day, not when we feel like it. Lord knows if I waited until I felt like doing something, nothing will get done. Nothing would get done. So it's not about waiting until you're motivated. And I did a whole sip about motivation and how it's a setup. Motivation is in the thing, waiting for you to show up. So just do it because year 2024 is a doing year. So let me check in with you all. So Linda is sharing my theme for the year finally came. Yes. Loving all of me in 2024. Yes, Linda. I love that. I love that. Pamela says she started writing today. Handwriting, specifically handwriting. Good for you, Miss Bliss. I love that. And Nan is sharing. I don't know why, but I no longer get notifications for when you go live. Oh, I'm not sure. It's like it's probably just a Facebook thing. Who knows, Nan? I would say that try YouTube, right? YouTube seems to be more consistent than Facebook. And sometimes the New Thought Media streams, depending on which ones I select, like if I select the Science of Mind ones, sometimes there's a disconnect. So I'm glad you found me, Nan. I'm glad you found me. Always go to YouTube as a backup. So I would love to know what your titles are that you came up with for your year. I would love to know that. I shared that mine is I soar in 2024, and my qualities are surrender, structure, soar, and consistency. And I've written my affirmations for all 4, and I write them 3 times a day, all 4, 3 times a day in the morning and in the evening. So now what this has done to my morning is I got to get up earlier because I have more things to do, right? So now I got to get up a little earlier to get in all of the things. And that's just what it is because I want to get in all the things. So I have to get up earlier, which also impacts the time that I go to sleep. That's a whole nother thing. So Nan's title is Spirit is Calling in 2024. Are you listening? Will you answer? Whew. Let us all take that in. Are you listening? Will you answer? Yes, Nan. Will you answer the call? Are you listening? Listening is so critical. Oh my goodness. Mm. Oh, I could go somewhere with that, Nan, but I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay focused. So this week we talked about the power of handwriting, and I've shared some research with you. I've shared the neurological impact that handwriting has on us. There's a generation effect. When you generate your affirmations, your qualities, your goals by writing them down by hand, you generate a picture in your mind. So it's not just writing, it also creates a picture in your mind. It activates parts of your brain. It just starts to spark up, right? And you reprocess and you regenerate the image. Writing by hand stimulates the brain, right? And a collection of cells called the reticular activation system, right? We'll call it RAS, RAS. And RAS serves as a filter, right? It serves as a filter. And we want to filter out stuff that ain't our quality. And we want to filter in things that are of the same frequency of our quality. So our reticular activating system filters that for us. And the power of the hand, writing by hand, activates the reticular activating system. It triggers your brain to pay close attention and to focus. Just like when someone says, have you seen the new Genesis? Right? One of my girlfriends bought a Genesis. Never heard of the car, never saw the car before. And as soon as she bought one, I see them all over the place now. The reticular activating system has been activated. So now it's part of what I see. It's always probably been there, but I'm not paying attention to it. Your quality is within you, but you may not be paying attention to it. So by writing by hand and the practice of writing it over and over again anchors it. It nourishes it. So that is what we're doing this year. We're going to write more this year if you want to, if you want to. So what else do I want to say? Okay, so I want to add one more component for our writing. Hold on. When I go to the gym, it takes a minute for my body to like regulate itself. So I am just sweating. All right. Whew. All right, I did 50 sit-ups today, y'all. Woo! Felt so good. Okay. So this is the other component that I'm inviting you to add on to your practice, right? To further anchor your quality and your theme for the year, your title for the year. So one of the things that I do, I create phrases of an experience related to my quality. So I'm still in the midst of creating that for 2024. So I'm going to give you some examples. So again, my qualities are surrender, structure, soar, and consistency. One of the things that I do is I find a Bible verse usually that is related to the feeling tone of my qualities. So the Bible verse hasn't come to me yet, but it could be from anything. It could be from the Tao. It could be something Buddha said. It could be a quote, something that, has the same vibration. And so I usually use something from the Bible. So I'll give you an example before I share some of this year's. So 2021 was my theme was my year of winning. And the Bible verse that I chose was, for you shall go out with joy and be led out with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth into singing before you, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. So the imagery of that is what anchored me in the vibration of having a year of winning. Okay? So that's an example. So for this year, it's still coming, right? And as they come, I write them down in my journal here. Sometimes they come as soon as I wake up in the morning. And so I have a pad by my bed. And so I capture it before it disappears, right? So I'm going to share 3 as an example. And I usually create about maybe 10 to 12 of these. Let me see. In 2021, I did 15 sentences that grounded me in my quality. And I believe my quality in 2021 was quickening. I believe that's what it was. So the flexibility of my work invites structure that I soar in with joy. So what are my qualities? surrender, structure, soar, and consistency. And so I created a sentence, an experience, an image for myself. I created a sentence that captures that, and I wrote it down. The flexibility of my day invites structure that I soar in with joy. So I could picture that. I could close my eyes and see myself there doing that. Here's another one. I consistently write. I consistently soar. What's one of my qualities? Consistency and soar. So I created the experience. The experience I wrote down is I consistently write, I consistently soar because I'm working on writing a book, right? Here's the last one I'll share with you. I am cultivating the habit of surrendering to God's unchanging hand. I am cultivating the habit of surrendering to God's unchanging hand. So I have surrender in that last one. And so I probably have already 8 or so. And I just keep capturing them and then I edit. Like, no, that really doesn't resonate for me anymore. You know, and I pick 10 to 15. And then I'll share with you next week how I use that. Okay? All right. So let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you need any help. Let me know if you want to do like a half hour session with me one-on-one. Just reach out and I will help you. I will support you. I will guide you in whatever way you need guidance in. Okay? So again, just to recap, get in touch with your quality that is seeking to be expressed, embodied more fully in you in 2024 because it's already within you, right? We're embodying it more fully, expressing it more fully, being it more fully. Write it down. Write down your affirmations after you create them in the vibration of the quality. Pick a number and rewrite it over and over again based on the number you choose in the morning and in the evening. Create a title for your year that's in the same vibration of your qualities. So if your year was a movie, what would the title of the movie be? And then what we're adding on today is creating the experience for yourself. So I shared a couple of sentences that captures the experience. Now notice and nowhere in these sentences do I have how. Nowhere. As I consistently write, I consistently soar. That's what I'm doing. I'm consistently writing. I'm consistently soaring. Now, what comes through that, we'll see. But I know from experience that my idea and God's idea, woo, I'm going to go with God's idea every time to work through me and as me, right? So don't get caught up in how it will manifest. Be in the experience, the feeling tone of it. All right? I am cultivating the habit of surrendering to God's unchanging hand. What am I doing? I'm surrendering. All right? All right, y'all. So get poetic with it, but don't like make it like, oh, it's so difficult to do. If it feels that way, take a breath, let it go. Set a bedtime intention for clarity and then see what comes in your dreams, see what comes throughout the day. Just pay attention. And like Nan said, listen. Listen for guidance. Just listen. Trust your intuition. it will come. There's no forcing, there's no making it happen. And Lord knows there's no figuring it out. No figuring it out. Let it be, let it flow. Okay? All right, Linda is sharing consistency of practice manifest. Yum. Yes, Linda. I like that one too, girl. All right. So I'd love to hear what you come up with next week. Wonderful to share all of this joy work with each other. So let's get into some joy news. All right, y'all. Now, y'all know we had our first class of the 30-day mental diet this past Tuesday. I'm leaving the class open until Sunday. Until Sunday. Until Sunday. So let your people know if they were like, oh, I wish I could do it. They can, right? So they can just go to my social media. The flyer is there. They can also go to Eventbrite. The information is there. You can tell them to go to bit.ly. I'll put it up. BIT. There it is. bit.ly/30-day mental diet. They could go there. It'll take them straight to Eventbrite and they can register for the class Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Zoom. When you register, you'll receive an email with the Zoom link. The cost for the class is a love offering. Okay? So come on and join me. If you've done it before, what do I say? You could do it again because it will be a different experience for you. I promise you. So shout out to everyone who's doing the 30-day mental diet and have made a commitment to getting their mind aligned. Yes, to transform their lives. So that's what we're doing, y'all. That's what we're doing. This weekend, we are virtual at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. Let me take down that banner. At Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I am the spiritual director, senior minister. We have started our new theme for 2024 called Ubuntu. We rise together. And Ubuntu is an African philosophy that means I am because you are. So that's what the energy, the vibe is at Rockland CSL. We're all about community, all about community. So join me this Sunday. My talk will be about I am only because you are. And that is at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. You can get the Zoom link by going to rocklandcsl.org, or you could watch us on Facebook where we live stream the service. Okay. Let me see. Also on Sunday, I share a replay of an inspirational talk called The Other Sip, Sunday in Praise. And this Sunday, I will be sharing a replay of the inspirational talk that I gave this past Sunday called A Grand Rising. So you have a choice, a replay of Melissa or live, a replay on Sunday in Praise or live at service at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. Okay. This is Friday, and so Friday is a wonderful day because at 11:30 it is the Fee King show. So please support Fee King. She's on Facebook and Instagram Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. And as always, please support my soul brother, Sekou Wrights, with his show, Get Rich 101. If you want financial freedom and you want to learn more about investing, tune in to Get Rich 101 with Sekou Wrights, Monday through Friday at 9:45 a.m. Eastern time. All right. I think I got everything in. Oh, someone asked me when the next meditation with the moon is. I'll let you know next week when that will be. And let me just check comments and then I will say so long. So Shay, girl, all right. I love it when it starts with a girl. All right now. Girl, yesterday was Where Am I? And I just happened to watch the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was amazing. Oh my gosh, Shay, that's one of my favorite movies. I've seen it 3 times. One of my favorites. So yes, I'm glad that you watched it. It is, I mean, just a spiritual, metaphysical thread throughout that whole movie is extraordinary. And then the dynamic of the relationship between mother and daughter, that really speaks to me. So yes, it's one of my favorites also. So have a wonderful day. I will see you soon. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.